Here we have a different formula. This one stands for volume. This is actually the volume of a square pyramid. If you didn't realize that, all you need to know is that we're just asking for the solving for the letter H. So notice you have an equal sign that solves separates your left-hand side from your right-hand side. Remember, the first thing you want to do is see if you have any parentheses. We don't have any parentheses. The next thing you want to do is then underline the letter that it asks you to solve for. It's the letter H, so notice we underline that letter H. Next step, see if there's anything added or subtracted. Notice that there is no addition symbols or subtraction symbols. This is all multiplication. Since there's nothing to move, then all you want to do is go to the divorcing step. The divorcing step is basically where you want to get rid of these two items that are multiplied. Now, we talked about this earlier when we went through the notes, so let's go back here. And it says that to separate the item that is multiplied, we would normally just divide both sides by that item. But notice there's a star. If the item is a fraction, then we're going to remove that first by multiplying both sides by the reciprocal. So see how one piece is a fraction and one piece is not a fraction? You have to remove the fraction piece first, because we can't do division on both pieces because that's a fraction. So get rid of that first. You know that reciprocal means flip it upside down. So instead of 1 over 3, it's going to be 3 over 1. Okay? So this and this, you either know that it's 3 times 1 and 1 times 3, which is 3 over 3, which is 1. Or if you say 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Because it's multiplication, you're allowed to cancel their factors. These cancel out. Now remember, whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. Okay? So, since 3 over 1 is the same thing as just saying 3, we can kind of say 3 times v. If not, you can put it over 1 and just say 3 times v is 3v, 1 times 1 is 1, and anything divided by 1 would be the other guy. The next thing you want to do, remember, that is not a fraction, so we can divide. So divide both sides by the big B, because remember, we want H to stay. So these cancel out, that gives you H. 3V over B, nothing matches, so then you just leave it like this. Okay? So here's one that we had a fraction and something that's not a fraction. Notice I had to do it in 2 steps. So I got rid of this part first, the fraction, by doing the reciprocal, and then I did the divorcing step again, but with the division part.